Hey everyone, before we get started, it's Max Fun Drive 2026, that special time of year we celebrate the Max Fun members and remind you that you can support this show for just $5 a month or more.
Every year, we're blown away by the support you all show us. And we'll talk more about the drive throughout the show. But if you need to know more right now, you're like, what is this thing? What is this Maximum Fun Drive I'm hearing about? You just got to go to MaximumFun.org/join right now and learn more. Become a member or upgrade your membership. Now on with the show. Wow!
Welcome, Mystorians. Host Austin, he, they, she, and host Brenda, she, her, have been waiting for you. Come along for Secret Histories of Nerd Mysteries.
Hello and welcome to episode 100 of Secret Histories of Nerd Mysteries. My name is host Brenda.
We're in the same room.
This is crazy. This is like a really crazy thing. We're on camera right now.
We're in the same room.
Yeah, you were in the same room. We can see each other, so we're not going to talk over each other.
I can do this.
Hey, put my... Don't touch a podcaster's coke.
Knock your coke. You kick us out of the studio.
Yes, so we are today in beautiful Brighton, Michigan.
We are. It is, my partner's from here.
Yeah, I've forgotten that.
I put in the address because I didn't know what part of town it was in. And then so the one thing I was confused about is I turned right.
Yeah.
Off the highway.
Yes.
But usually the way I get to my partner's parents' house here is usually I take a different exit and turn left. So I turned right, I was like, oh, I don't know this part of town. Then I got and it was downtown Brighton. I was like, I know exactly where I am. I didn't know this part of the highway went here. Because usually for that exit, we go left and go to the Target before Target was the bad place.
Yeah.
But then I knew where I was and I turned off I didn't really use my phone the whole way here, and I parked and I went inside and I was like, I should tell Brenda there's parking and stuff because I don't think you've been here before.
I haven't. I've just driven past it because I used to go to physical therapy down here, and sometimes I go to like U of M. That's where I have my sleep tests, is at the U of M complex down here.
Is there?
Yeah.
There's one in here? In this studio, they have a U of M.
No, down the street near the Red Robin and the Target.
Yum.
Yeah, so that's where I go to get my sleep tests and everything. So usually I just drive right past and I'm like, there's a podcast studio
There's
there.
a podcast.
Yeah, but so you told me where to park and I was like, there's two roads I could turn down, right? Okay, so I could
it's a triangle.
I was like, either I turn down this road and it's right, or I turn down this road and it's wrong. So I turned down that road, it was wrong, but luckily I could street park and there's no meters here.
Yeah, there's not like a lot. I mean, we're Wednesday. It's so many things here. We're in person.
It's Wednesday. I'm usually barely awake by this point.
I asked Brenda, I was like, how early can you do it? And you were like, I think 10. And I was thinking because they open at 8, I was thinking like 8:30. I was like, yeah, I could be there by 8:30.
No.
Well, because I was thinking like I can go because I could have slept here. Yeah. Because my partner's parents.
Oh yeah, you could have just
So I am like, well, no, you have to drive an amount of time. I don't know how far this was for you.
It's like 40 minutes because I don't take the expressway because it spits me out. There's two places it can spit me out. It spits me out down by Target and by U of M. They changed that intersection. So imagine me. I'm on my way to my sleep test in my old car, my Spark, my tiny little toy car.
The car that time forgot.
Yeah, exactly. My little Spark. And I'm like, they have just redone this whole interchange. And so I turn. I'm going straight into traffic. I was like, uh-oh. Oh, my God. They changed this.
Oh, God.
But luckily, the Spark was so tiny. It was just like, get in the right lane.
It's crazy how that car met its demise to me. Not to bring anything.
No, my Spark didn't meet its demise. My Saturn met its demise.
There was a car in between the cars.
Yeah, my little black one? Remember I used to drive by the window and honk the horn for the kid?
Yes, no, I remember that now because you were worried about getting in my house when it was up on the hill.
Yes.
In the Spark.
I got the Saturn, so my Saturn, I got stuck on the hill in your house.
Nice. Yeah, no. Now I don't live on a hill and you don't have the spark.
I don't have
We
to worry
fixed
about it.
all of it.
But now I have a third car, which could get up the hill because it's got turbo. But
Good chow.
I have to decide, and we'll move on to the topic in just a second, but I have to decide what I'm going to do with the Saturn because it's still in my garage.
Oh.
My beautiful, beautiful Saturn SC2 is still in my garage. And I'm like, okay, do I take it to like a shop to get, because I got to find out if the Saturns technically don't have unibody designs.
Oh.
So a unibody is where like the car is like one unit. It's technically a little bit different, but it still could get wrenched. So if that fucking Mazda hit me hard enough to bend my car, she's toast, and I have to find someone who needs the parts or something. But she's just been sitting.
I just remember the Mazda guy was like, "Can I have your car?" And you're like, "What are you talking about?"
He's like, "Hey, you got a car?" And I'm like, "Did you miss like the whole part where I was like telling you my car's entire backstory?
Yeah.
Like, did you miss that?"
That's so funny to me.
And then I was like, I'd been across town doing karaoke and drinking.
Yeah.
I had a whole bottle of soju, just me.
Mm-hmm.
And I get the phone call like, "Hey, someone hit your car all the way across town," because I wasn't driving. And so I get back there and I'm just like, "What happened?" Like, I jump out of my friend's van and I'm just like, "What happened?"
Jeez.
Yeah, but still trying to decide what to do with the Saturn. We like keep it in the shop, so we like pulled up the garage door to the shop, and I could see her in there. Her headlights are stuck open, so she just looks like
so funny.
she's just peering out at me like,
Help
"Hello,
me, help me.
Please repair me. I'm full of mice.
Do something.
Do something."
Well, the mice need a home too.
I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
She still runs, you know, if you try hard enough.
Yeah. You know, it's so hard to, people might be like, "What episode number is this?" And, you know, we don't know.
We don't really know when this is coming out.
This is, we're not in front of all of our screens. Brenda brought one screen.
I have one screen because I need my notes, my beautiful, beautiful notes.
When you think we do the show without notes, everybody? You think we do the show without notes? No.
No, I literally, like, usually when we're recording, I'm like staring just like this.
Yeah, no, I have like, it's like notes are here. And then like you're here, and I say "you're" as if we see each other's faces. We don't. It's just to make sure your audio's coming in. And that's kind of it. The Google Chrome split tab thing you can do now is a lifesaver. It's been crazy.
What?
You can.
What?
So in Google Chrome, you can right click now and like add a tab to the tab, so it's in one window instead of making like the dual window. You can do it as a tab, and have. Yeah, I know.
This is crazy.
You're the fourth person I told whose
This
life
is
I just said.
crazy.
Yeah, I've been telling everyone who like does podcasts or like YouTubes or anything. I'm like, yeah, the split tab thing is nuts. And everyone's like, "What are you
Hello?
talking about?"
Excuse
I'm
me.
like, right click on your Chrome, scroll on down to that split tab view.
What? Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah.
Hello? Oh, I can also get rid of Gemini. Get out of here.
I can also kill Gemini.
Gemini's gone.
The evil is defeated, everybody.
Woohoo.
We kill Gemini.
All right, so let's roll into the topic of the week.
Yeah.
Loading. Topic of the week.
I had very lofty plans for this episode. I've been planning this for a year, okay? A whole year I've been planning this, all right? So the plan
Oh.
was to have a special guest.
Oh.
This is lunch meat, okay?
Is that their legal God-given name?
Yes, this is lunch meat. Also, I learned Furbys don't have genders.
Oh.
So here you go. So the plan was to have a special guest star be lunch meat,
I've
okay?
never held a Furby before.
Aren't they really weirdly small?
Yeah. They're also, I didn't expect it to feel so, are they all mechanical?
Yes.
They're not plushies.
No, they're not plushies. They're little robots.
I've literally never touched a Furby.
Yeah, aren't they like, you think they'd be bigger? Well, here's the thing. I brought two Furbys. This is Marcy.
Oh.
Okay, she's a little dusty. Let me just get some dust off her. This is Marcy. She's bigger. She's kind of more the size you would expect.
I don't like that Marcy's eyes are dead.
Yeah, Marcy is a brick. She doesn't work.
What? Are her eyes closed? Or
No, she's got LED
Oh, there's
eyes.
just no light left in her eyes, literally.
Yeah, and I'll explain Marcy's story. Anyway, so let's see where we can put these guys so they're not in the way. Anyway, with lunch meat, I bought him at a vintage shop.
Okay.
Okay, or sorry, them. Furbies don't have genders. I bought lunch meat at a vintage shop in box.
as of this morning, lunch meat was in their box still, okay?
There's someone watching this right now that's like, why did you take it out of the box?
They're not worth much. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, lunch meat is like a third, I think, generation Furby. So really the only ones that are worth anything are the ones like the first
ones that people didn't think to keep.
Exactly. So like the very first run of Furby. Lunch meat is a tiger. I don't know if you could tell a tiger Furby. It's not working.
Wait, let me see.
Yeah, here. You figure out I'm just stupid.
Okay.
Like
why? Okay. Oh wait, no. Is it stripped? No, it shouldn't be stripped.
It shouldn't be stripped. I was like, has lunch meat been removed from the box before? And someone just bamboozled me. And
there you go.
Yes. See, he opens.
Oh, but there's batteries in here.
Yeah, I put them in this morning, but
oh,
it didn't turn on.
Oh, but it doesn't work.
I guess it doesn't work. Double check, make
That's-
sure I put the batteries in, because like
That's weird.
I haven't done batteries in like a while.
I do them all the time. There's nothing's. They're not corroded.
Yeah, they're
Why are we trying to give life to this thing?
I thought it would be funny if we had a guest star that was a Furby.
Oh, that's it.
That was the plan. But here's the thing. While doing research, I discovered that The Verge has a podcast, and they just did an episode on Furbys last month.
That's so funny.
And they did the same exact bit, but I want to say I thought of it first because I bought lunch meat like a year ago in a vintage shop.
That's so
I planned it first.
This has happened to us several times. Remember when we did Emperor's New Groove, and then there's like
Everyone was talking about
a
it.
big like
Resurgence.
Polygon article. There's like someone did a big article like on like the Emperor's New Groove and the first version of Bruce Springsteen. And I was like, this was literally our episode. But the thing is, the article came out Friday when we recorded.
Yeah.
So when it came out Tuesday, everyone was like, oh yeah, I just read about this. I was like, no, we
recorded this first.
Look at the timestamps of our files.
Yeah, I think lunch meat's just dead.
Is it meant to just be on for their batteries?
Yeah, it's just supposed to turn on like automatically. Like, yeah, I think lunch meat's been open before because look at the reset button on his ass. Like,
yeah, no, they lied to you.
I've been bamboozled, guys. That's what you get for putting the batteries in
That's
the
what
last
you-
second. Anyway, these are two Furbys. This is the original Furby lunch meat. This is a Furby.
This is their screwdriver.
That's my screwdriver. Oh, there's
No.
okay. Excuse me, I brought that. This is what do they call these ones? I don't remember. Anyway, we'll talk about Marcy's deal. Why they don't work.
Why they're dead inside.
Yeah. All right. So now let's talk about the Furbys. Okay. Let's talk about like the origin of Furbys because this is pretty cool. The origin of like Furby starts with Tiger Electronics. Okay. Tiger Electronics. What's that?
That sounds familiar.
Right? Oh no, you know Tiger Electronics for sure. Tiger Electronics was founded in 1978 in Illinois, and it was started as a tech toy company. So pretty much all they did was make like technologically advanced toys. Electronic toys, and more importantly, electronic talking toys were becoming more popular. And so Tiger just like kind of was like, this is our thing. We make electronic toys. In the 90s, they introduced their little handheld Tiger Electronic games. And the cool thing about the games was that they were like black and white LCD screens.
Oh.
Yeah, you've seen those little like they have like a little kind of like hokey game on them.
Yeah.
They're like it's not very high quality, but it's like, it's like we've got Game Boy at home, essentially. Okay. Tiger Electronics in the 90s was like really good at we have Game Boy at home or we have X thing at home, you know what I mean? So they released hundreds of these little electronic game things, okay? And that was like a big success for them. They also in 1997 released Gigapets. And Gigapets we have Tamagotchi at home. So Tamagotchi was getting really popular, but like back in the 90s before Pokemania, we were still kind of like about like Japanese things. So Tamagotchi was kind of big, but there were a lot of people who were like, I just want a dog or a cat. I don't want like a whatever the
You can't even say it. How do you say it?
Tamagotchis. How did they say that in the Nintendo Direct? Tamagotchi?
Yeah.
That was weird. I've never heard it said like that, ever.
And it's probably right, is the thing.
No one's ever said it like that. Anyway, I digress. So Gigapets were introduced in 1997, and these were small keychain, like pet, like little keychain guys.
Yeah.
You could get dogs, you could get cats, you could get fish, you could get Ariel from The Little Mermaid, which is an interesting choice.
Yeah, wait, no, as a pet?
Yeah, that's kind of what it was like.
Isn't that like very... Like, have you seen Little Mermaid? Isn't it? That's weird, right?
It's weird.
Ariel as a pet is weird.
There were two different ones, like two different Ariel
like
pets.
like Ariel, like was it like Ariel Mermaid and like Ariel?
No, it was just both Ariel Mermaid, but they had slightly different games on them.
Oh,
You could also Salem. You could have Salem from Sabrina the Teenage Witch, which is also weird because that is a man.
That's a guy.
That's a man.
He's in like Salem. So Salem so you might be thinking of Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, where it's more what is Salem, right? In the Sabrina the Teenage Witch from the 90s, it's a guy and he's serving out like a prison sentence.
Yeah, he's been punished
as a cat.
As a cat.
Like he's not their familiar.
No.
He's like a powerful warlock who committed lots of crimes.
And he's being punished
to be a cat, and they're like his jailers.
Exactly. So you can raise Salem the cat.
But it's weird because they do make him seem like a slapstick character. I'm like, he's meant to be like an evil
This is a war criminal.
Like he's a bad guy.
This is a war criminal.
Like, he's having a party, and I'm like, he's like a bad, like
he's a bad dude.
How bad do you have to be in prison as a cat? Like, what did you do?
But it is funny when he's like his cat instincts kind of come through, and he's just like,
yeah. That puppet's so. I wonder if we can find one of those puppets. Anyway, you're talking about.
Oh,
Furbys.
all of the puppets are in like museums.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'd like to go see one.
I know. I got to figure out where. I just saw one somewhere. There was like one. Like I saw.
Because they look
a TikTok.
So bad to look at, and I want to see one up close.
There's two very distinct puppets of Salem, like two different ones that they used, and then they had the real cat that they also used.
Yes.
So, all right. So speaking of Tamagotchi, enters toy designer Dave Hampton. Okay, Dave Hampton. He's done a lot of toys. I'm not going to say which ones. One of them was like an electronic version of the See and Say, which is that toy that's round and you pull the thing. Yeah, he did like an electronic version of that. So Dave Hampton, he needs money. It's not really sure why he needs money. According to the Verge podcast, his son needed jaw surgery, but they admitted there's not really a source for that, and I couldn't find a source for that. That was actually the only place I found that anecdote, so take that with a grain of salt, I guess. Yeah. Like, Dave Hampton needed money, so he's at the toy fair, like the big toy fair, and he goes to the Bandai booth. This is like mid-90s, so
they got money.
They've got money. Bandai's got money. They have all of this Power Ranger stuff, but like also at that booth is Tamagotchi. And so Dave Hampton's looking at like the Tamagotchis, and he's like, okay, like so virtual pets are kind of like a thing, but they're trapped inside this keychain. What if
I took them out?
What if we took them out and put them into the mortal realm, like 3D?
Hey, David, I don't know what you needed money for, buddy. It wasn't worth it.
No.
This? No. Sorry. My kid needs jaw surgery. I don't know. Get him a different jaw.
Just like get like a, it's like robots. Just get another jaw.
Exactly.
Yeah. Never thought I'd make a reference to the movie Robots.
That's for all 5 of you out there.
That's specifically for Joe. Joe, I'm talking specifically to you. All right, so Dave Hampton teams up with Caleb Chung, who's like a guy that he's worked with on many projects, and they set to work planning the Furby, or initially what was the Furball, okay?
Oh.
Which is where Furby comes from. It's just kind of like a more copyrightable version of...
Yeah, you can't copyright the word furball.
No, you really can't.
You could as like this is a furball. You could copyright that, but like anyone else can make a different toy named furball and be like, well, it's not yours.
Exactly. You really need like
a word. You gotta come up with a weird word.
Enter the Furby. Really quick, we need to talk about the design of the Furby, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm going to pick up lunch meat here. This is a quintessential Furby. Like I said, this is a 3rd generation Furby from the first run of Furbys. So people often say that Furbies were modeled after Gremlins from the movie Gremlins, or specifically like before they turn, or the Mogwai.
Mogwai, yeah.
Specifically before they turn into like the actual like evil Mogwai or
the Gremlins.
The Gremlins, yeah. So I mean, yes, you can definitely see it. Like this definitely looks like
feels right.
Feels right. The ears for sure. The mouth is like very Gizmo-esque. So yeah. There's no like
They don't ever say like
They never
yes.
say. There's no confirmation that yes, this was.
Because if they said yes, now like the owners
Exactly.
of that IP are like, hey.
So the reason Furbies don't really look like any animal specifically is that Dave Hampton didn't want to make a dog or a cat because people know what dogs and cats act like. He didn't want people to be comparing.
People will expect something if it looks like a real animal.
Exactly. They were like, they expect a cat to act like a robot cat to act like a real cat.
Yeah.
And that's hard. So you want to make up a new thing that plays by your own rules. Are you gonna hit the?
I want to see if I can wake it up. No.
No, the weird. I don't know why it doesn't work. This is upsetting.
It's so weird. You can keep going.
Okay.
I'm over here trying to
trying to
rouse
get
the demon.
So Furby took 9 months to design and 9 months to program, and a Furby is very intensely programmed. These things are like not bulletproof, but close to it. Okay.
What?
Yeah, because Dave was like, kids play like with toys like very hard. Okay, so
And kids are always getting into their parents' guns these days.
kids are going to like beat the shit out of this Furby. You know, like they're gonna drop it. They're gonna, you know, like all this stuff. So this thing, I saw a video where this thing got hit by a car and he kept working. They put him in a freezer.
So what happened to lunch meat
I don't
to
know.
stop working?
Like the thing is, lunch meat looks perfectly fine. Maybe I put dead batteries in. That would be so funny if my batteries were dead.
Oh, did you not get new batteries?
They
You
were
just-
in the new packaging, but we keep them in a drawer.
Oh, you can't go to the drawer batteries.
I'm sorry, I went to the drawer batteries.
Oh, man.
We have so many drawer batteries. All my dad does around Christmas is buy batteries on sale. So
On sale?
on sale
Oh,
batteries because
yeah,
of toys and
he
everything.
always- yeah.
So he just stockpiles batteries. So I grabbed some batteries out of the batteries drawer.
Yeah.
That could have been my mistake, but I don't know what happened to lunch meat.
We'll just like sprint to the corner really quick.
Really quick. Just
quick.
run.
Just run really fast.
Yeah, I saw one get hit by a car and it still worked. And I saw one get run underwater and it still worked. And
That really makes you question what happened to lunch meat.
I know. What happened to lunch meat? I know what happened to Marcy, and I'll explain what happened to Marcy. I don't know if Marcy even has batteries in here. I've never really checked.
Oh, okay.
But I'll talk about Marcy in a little bit. So Furby was in active development when Hasbro purchased Tiger Electronics. So Hasbro purchased Tiger Electronics on April 1st, 1998. So Tiger had already made a deal with Dave Hampton to work on the Furby, and they were already kind of moving along. And Hasbro was like, hey, we need to have like some like electronic toys because that's like all the rage. But we don't know how to make electronic toys. So what do? We
Buy them.
buy them. We buy a whole company.
Hey, it's worked before. It'll work
Exactly.
again.
Exactly.
And Hasbro still just buy stuff.
Exactly. We buy a whole company. Furby was turned down by several toy companies before Tiger Electronics stepped in to take the deal. And this is where this commercial comes in featuring prototype Furbies. Also, fun fact, in that commercial is founder of nail polish company Hollow Taco and former YouTuber Christine Rottenberg when she was a kid.
That's a very powerful last name.
Rottenberg?
Like, hey, listen, I'm not judging you at all if you're somehow watching this person who is probably much busier than I am. That's a powerful last name that I hope you keep regardless of who you may or may not marry one day. Rottenberg?
Yeah.
Like, listen, you walk into a fucking room, you're like, hi, I own the company. My name's Rottenberg. Everyone's like, whoa.
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 Also, those prototype Furbies look awful.
They
Those
look
are-
terrible,
Those
don't
are
they?
sins.
Yeah, they're, oh man.
That's a sin. You thought this was bad?
Yeah.
That.
Wait, Austin, I gotta show you second generation. Please blur out my tabs.
You're not, listen, you're not putting those in different windows, Brenda?
No. These are the second versions of Furbies. Let me just zoom in on one.
Sickle?
Yeah. Fiesta. Why is this Fiesta? This is just a black Furby. Why is this Fiesta?
Sleepy, because it is like cloudy beach, cloudy sky. I guess they're twin. Sleepy purple. Grapesicle and Fiesta are like, these two don't belong here. Also, why does Grapesicle have a hairline?
Yeah, like they just look like I guess he's got like a little bit of like color up here, but like why is Why is this Fiesta?
Do you think those are also rare because people didn't want them?
These ones are actually incredibly rare.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Especially like the ones in like the different, like the more
What
special
the fuck
colors.
is this guy?
It's just a strawberry milk, tropical mango, passion fruit, milky panda,
I hate that name.
sugar snow.
That sounds like cocaine.
It does. It really does.
You got some sugar snow with you, buddy? Huh? You trying to get right? Got some sugar snow?
Furby drugs.
Furby needs a hit. Listen, in Furby land, it's seen as culturally appropriate.
Culturally appropriate.
And I need a hit.
It's important to their culture.
Is there anything else?
You also have to remember it's 1998, okay? So we're right on the heels of Tickle Me Elmo mania of 1996.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so I was thinking about that the other day. What happened to everyone?
Would Tickle Me Elmo?
Yeah, what happened?
So here's the thing. I didn't really want to Tickle Me Elmo.
Me neither.
So I don't
get it.
I didn't realize it was like a thing until later in life.
Yeah.
When people talked about like toy crazes, like, oh, like they were like, you know, like Beanie Babies, like, yeah. And they're like Furbys. I was like, yeah. And they're like, Tickle Me Elmo. Huh?
What? Because it's just an Elmo that laughs and
that's
jiggles. That's it. And everyone was like going nuts.
It had to
like,
be a marketing thing, like Pokemania, how it was like
something.
engineered. It had to be something
Yeah,
that's like engineered to make people think you got to get this.
Yeah, maybe we'll look into that at some point.
Yeah.
But anyway, so having the big toy is like the most important.
Yeah,
thing.
you have to be the toy.
You
At
do.
least back then.
At least back then. It's
You
not
had
so
to-
much anymore.
No,
but
now you just have to like make a toy and go buy it or sell it.
Yeah.
Like, but back then, like, similar to now, where like you have to be the show.
Yeah.
Like if your show's not the show, you're out of here.
Exactly.
You had to be the toy. Like unless you were a legacy toy, if you were a new toy, you had to be the toy.
there's also like if you go viral on TikTok,
Yeah.
then and it's not just like limited to Christmas anymore because like you can suddenly go viral on TikTok at any time.
Yeah.
So like right now, there's like those like Neato cubes that are like a fidget toy. They're just like kind of squishy cubes, like kind of silicone but not really silicone. Anyway, people are going nuts over those and like it's like the new Labubu. Like people have moved on from Labubu, which is great because now I can just walk into a store and be like, today feels like the day for a Labubu.
Just get a little dude.
Just get a little guy. I'm really obsessed. I'll get back to Furbies in a second, but I'm really obsessed with the Baby 3s. Have you seen a Baby 3?
I have a friend who's obsessed with Baby 3.
I love Baby 3. I have one hanging from my rear view mirror.
Oh, okay.
Like in my car, like a little pouch one. He's like, and I love that you can move their eyes around.
I hate that. I hate my friend, Carrie. Hi, Carrie. My friend Carrie, lost one of the Baby 3s. It was like like a cool one. I
Yeah.
don't remember. When we were at PAX Unplugged.
No.
And we we walked through so much of downtown Philly retracing our steps for it.
Trying to find this Baby 3.
Yeah. Apparently its story was like it's like one that was lost that you find or something.
Oh, well, that's ironic.
And so Carrie thought it was like, well, someone found it, and so that means the story is complete. And I was like,
sure.
can we get out of the cold?
Can we go back to the convention center, please? Philadelphia is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have like the big toy, you want to have it. So Furby gets like pushed forward in like the production line. They're like racing to get Furby done before holiday 1998. And it does come out October 2nd, 1998. This is when Furbies first hit the shelves.
Secret Histories of Nerd Mysteries will be back after these messages. So at the top of the show, we mentioned it was Max Fun Drive, that special time of year where we as a network all come together to invite you, the listeners, to support the show by becoming a member. And if you already are a member, we'd like to invite you to boost or upgrade that membership. There's some pretty cool prizes if you do.
You don't need any Chuck E. Cheese tickets for those prizes. By becoming a Max Fun member, you help our show and the entire network keep going, and you get to choose exactly where your dollars go.
It is very important that our show is supported by members. It means we're not beholden to any corporate overlords. No exec in a boardroom someday is going to cancel the show. There's no guy sitting on his yacht who's just going to decide that he wants to write off our show for a tax refund and lock our episodes up in a vault forever or burn them on fire. So please consider supporting the show by going to MaximumFun.org/join.
That's right. You can head right now to MaximumFun.org/join and become a member for just $5 a month. Just $5. That is one hot and ready minus the tax. You can pick which shows get that money. And when you do, you get access to extras like hundreds of hours of bonus content from all the Max Fun shows, including our newest bonus content, where we review the newest Neopets game, the Neopets Mega Mini Collection Arcade. I say it really good in the BOCO. I say it perfect every time in the bonus content because it's right in front of my face. Go to MaximumFun.org/join right now. Become a member. I say it's so good. And if you already are a member, considering heading to MaximumFun.org/join to boost or upgrade your membership. There's some great thank you gifts this year. Like for $10 a month, you get our show keychain. Become a donut urfer. We live in a JRPG
Donut
world. That is MaximumFun.org/join right now. Right now. Don't forget. You're going to forget. Go.
Right now. Do it right now. Welcome back to Secret Histories of Nerd Mysteries.
Ferb fact.
Phineas and Ferb?
Yeah, Ferb fact. Phineas and Ferb fact. Dave Pop. No. So Furbys come from the land of Furby land, or as a Furby would say in Furblish, which is their language, Alomela. That's what Furby land is called in Furblish.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, actually,
oh God.
I have here my Furbish English dictionary. Look at this. Isn't it beautiful?
Does it come with every Furby?
Yes. So I have both Lunch Meat's instruction manual, which is useless because Lunch Meat's dead, and this Furblish dictionary. And like the whole this portion was supposed to be we would talk to Lunch Meat for a little while and translate.
Oh my God, the story of Furbies?
Yeah. Do you want to read the story of Furbies? I didn't know that was in there.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. The story of Furby. Once upon a time, not so long ago, in a far-off place somewhere in the sky, riding on an alumala that floats before Daola,
That means cloud.
lived the Furbies, each and every one. Some were gray and others were white, and some were black as night. Small as statue, big of heart, all the Furbies were Mimi smart.
Oh, yeah,
They
smart.
spoke a language quite unknown, for Furbish was a language all their own. And Kaolomala, Furbies roamed and played. They liked Furby says, and hide and seek. What is it? They don't have a word for that. And into the future they could peek. All days long they would dance and sing. Furbies could do almost anything.
Wow.
Then one day Kabu Otoma, Ute and Ka Alumata Mala, they decided it was time to search for the place Furbies called Earth. And so they went in one big crowd to the very edge of the Furby land crowd. And at the edge they looked Naba and saw the world so round, so da. Da-Allah was Ute and the sky was blue. The Furbies loved the new view. It's the fact that they have a word for like cloud, but not their favorite game.
Yeah, which is Furb and Seek or Furby and Seek or whatever. Yeah, so this whole part was supposed to be we would talk to Lunch Meat and translate. But anyway, Furbies were pre-programmed with 42 words in Furblish. And as you played with the Furby, more words would kind of like come into its vocabulary. And then at some point, the Furby would start to speak English. So like the plan was like you would teach Furby how to speak English. Okay, put a pin in that. This is very important for later. Give me that.
There's more.
There's more?
There's a second page.
Oh my God.
I'm not going to read the... I was reading the installation process.
Installation. We know how to... We're 90s kids. We know how to put batteries in a thing.
I don't know. This has a lot of rules about what kind of batteries.
Yeah, it
also,
says
Tiger recommends
Duracell. I don't have Duracell money.
In this economy?
This is like the third recession we've lived through. Like,
but yeah, there's a whole second page of their story.
Oh, yeah. Wow. And then...
It's all the ways you can play with them.
I only eat pretend food. You should never feed me real food or liquids. I will eat till I'm full and then tell you I'm not hungry anymore. You can feed me with a play bottle or a spoon.
It does say put in batteries and give me a hug. And I'm like, is there a button on here?
Yeah, do we have to press?
I want this.
Lunch meat work! Like I said, actually, I kept saying that lunch meat was Generation 3. He's actually Generation 2. Generation 1 had leopard, snowball, wolf, witches, cat, church mouse, and skunk. That's the colors.
You ever be the color of witch?
Yeah, there's witch's cat.
Oh.
And then Generation 2, which with lunch meat, bear, tiger, Dalmatian, owl, zebra, and giraffe. Those are the colors. All right, so Furbies are now out. They've been released. Kids go crazy for them. It's Tickle Me Elmo all over again, but maybe worse. People are fighting for these things in the streets.
Yeah, I can never stress enough. Like,
yeah, no, people.
The crazes that we saw have not been, for the, I think, good, not really been seen again. You might be thinking like Labubu. No. Did people get beat up over Labubu?
Once or twice, but not. It wasn't like people dogpiling
He wasn't
each
like
other.
it was the nightly news.
It was but I do have like a news report where it's kind of like mean spirited. Like it's got like a CNN New York reporter, and she's like going through, and she's just like, she hates this thing. She's like holding it like this, like putting it in her bag like it's like a disgusting diseased creature. And then she's the one. This is where they put it under the water, hit it with a car. They just literally like go into like the streets of New York City and place the Furby in the street, and then eventually
wait to see what happens.
And then someone hits it with their car, and it kept working.
Yeah, no, it was again a nightly news occurrence.
Yes.
Of like, if there's a Furby drop, well, there's gonna be a riot of some kind.
Exactly. I remember trying to get a Furby, just like kind of casually. Montgomery Ward. Does anyone remember that store?
Yes.
Yes, it was one of like the big department stores when we were kids. They don't sell toys. They got a shipment of Furbies, and I remember like standing there hoping to get like a Furby. They don't sell toys. Where'd they get these? Anyway. Like I previously said, Furbies, they're incredibly tough. Like a lot of like toys could be like fragile. Furbies were made like you could literally throw it, okay? Furbies were also designed to evoke emotion from their child owners, okay? And I was gonna do a demonstration where if lunch meat was working and you held them upside down for 30 seconds, he'd start screaming.
That's horrifying.
To be like, turn me up, I'm not supposed to be upside down. If you're mean to Furby, Furby will get upset. And so like the kids are incentivized to be kind to Furby and give Furby kisses, because then Furby will give you a kiss back.
This is fascinating. Is it me? I've never seen a working Furby. I've only seen those cursed long Furbies.
Oh yes, I have one of those. I have one also named Lunch Meat. That's where the name Lunch Meat came from.
Oh, okay.
This is like the actual Furby version of Lunch Meat. So I did have Furbies. Okay, here's my personal Furb story. I got 2 Furbies for Christmas, 1999. So right before Pokemania started. And we put the batteries in, and I was face to face with these things for the first time, and I was like, oh, this is terrifying.
Yeah.
I am terrified of these. And you can't make them stop. Like they're always
that's what I was
on.
like, is it supposed to just be on? And you're like, yeah. And I'm like,
Always on.
That's a horrible toy. Listen, as someone with kids, that's a horrible toy. I would never, someone would be like, I got them a Furby, and I would throw it away. And I would give the kid $20 and be like, your aunt got you $20. Isn't that so nice? Like, absolutely not. Not happening.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I became like, just like immediately was like, when faced with a Furby, I was immediately frightened and terrified.
Prey response trigger.
Exactly. I was like, oh God. So in 1999, Furby Mania is happening. They released like a bunch of different colors of Furbies, like all over the place. 1999, Baby Furby is released, which is a slightly smaller version of the Furby, and it could speak more English faster. Okay. They released more colors. The same year, McDonald's released, in 1999, McDonald's released the McFurbies, which is a set.
I remember that.
Yeah, which is a set of 80 plastic toy Furbies. These were everywhere. I cannot stress. These Furbies were everywhere. They were like a plague. These little plastic Furbies. They came in bags that you couldn't see through, so you didn't know which one you were going to get. So you couldn't like get all of them. There's 80. McDonald's went crazy in the 90s. between like the teeny beanie babies, 80 Furbies, the whole vault, which I own, of Dalmatians.
You own the vault?
I have the the Dalmatian vault. I have all of the Dalmatians.
I was like, you have all. That's what I meant. You have all of them.
I have all of them, all 101 Dalmatians. And
You're
like,
so you're Cruella.
I'm Cruella. I'm keeping the Dalmatians in a box, okay? So McDonald's went really crazy in the 90s, and they also went crazy for Furbies. Okay, here's some interesting special edition Furbies, because they did release like some special edition ones. My favorite is the Wizard Furby, which is a black and white Furby that has like a purple wizard's hat and a wizard's cloak, and that was only available at Toys R Us.
Oh, okay.
My second favorite is Racing Furby, which is a black Furby with like a checker ka-chow, with a checkered tummy. That was only sold at Kmart. There's the Bejeweled Furby, which was sold at FAO Schwartz in New York.
Man, this is just a launch list of people who have died. I guess died here, because Kmart is alive and well in Australia, as we know.
As we know, which is bonkers to me. FAO Schwartz, New York, the Bejeweled Furby sold for $100,000 because it had real jewels on it.
Oh, before the platinum gold Labubu.
Exactly. The platinum gold Labubu, yes. All right, so now let's get into something I alluded earlier. Why were Furbies banned at the Pentagon? And were they banned at the Pentagon? Were they? Everyone says that, like, that's like an anecdote people bring up. They're like, hey, did you know that Furbies were, like, banned from the Pentagon? I did some digging. Mm-hmm. They weren't banned from the Pentagon that I can find out, but they were banned from other places, okay? So remember when I said that Furbies learned how to speak English gradually? People assumed that that was because Furbies were listening, that they had a microphone, and when you talk to Furby, they assumed,
Jesus Christ.
yeah, they just assumed that it learned English because you were talking to it, not that it had been pre-programmed with English words. And as time progressed and you talked to Furby, those words would unlock and Furby would be able to speak English.
Yeah, because it's assuming, because like, that's assuming it's listening to you and not like it's just doing what it's programmed to do, because it's also like, if you're not holding it upside down or throwing it, you could be like, you're a dumb, worthless piece of, and it just thinks you're it's like, oh, you must be being nice, I assume.
Yeah, you can't teach a Furby how to cuss.
Yeah.
That was like a big worry in the 90s, was like, can Furbies cuss? No, unfortunately.
It's a computer inside of it that has a bank of words that unlock as you, what do you do when you go to bed?
It goes to sleep. You can put a Furby to sleep. Or you take the batteries out.
How does it go to sleep? Do you
just eventually, I don't remember. Let's look at the instruction manual and see.
Because if it's upside down, it screams. Like, what if you...
Let's see. When I am tired, I will go to sleep. I will also tell you when I'm tired and want to go to sleep. I'm usually quiet, but sometimes I snore.
That's horrifying.
Sometimes you can get me to go to sleep by petting me gently on the back for a while. I will hum Twinkle Twinkle and then go to sleep. Also, you can get me to go to sleep by putting me in a dark room and covering my eyes for 10 to 15 seconds. So that's how you get a Furby to go to sleep. Hush. Silence. All right. So people assumed that Furbies were recording speech. And this is before the internet, so there wasn't like a good way to debunk this. So you can just Google and be like, hey, do Furbies have microphones in them? This became such a prevalent belief that Furbies listen to you that they were banned, not from the Pentagon, but from the headquarters of the National Security Agency. Which is not the Pentagon.
No, but I have to assume that the National Security Agency could have like called Tiger Electronics, been like, this isn't spyware, is it? Like, like surely they could have looked into. It's weird that it's weird and concerning that the National Security Agency for a world power would hear my older cousin's brother said Furbies listen to you, and would then say, well, we gotta ban them from the
Exactly. Yeah, they were
beyond concerning. It is beyond concerning that they saw this and they were like, this is how the Chinese are listening to us.
But that's the thing, like they were like probably like paranoid, like, well, Tiger could tell us that there's no like they're not the first, but they could be lying. Where are these assembled?
Like take one apart.
Where are these assembled? China.
Exactly.
You know, it was a time of mass paranoia.
Just God, I hear things and it's like, how do we decide things in the world? I'm like, the bombs. Because what do you mean? What do you mean they're afraid of the Furby listening to them? Who are they reporting to?
This was an official article I found on
God.
well, where was that? The Federal Aviation Administration's website. Because not only were Furbies banned, they were banned from both the National Security Agency headquarters and the Naval Shipyard. They were not allowed at either of those places. Furbies were also they could not be on planes. Like, the rumor was like Furbies were on a no-fly list. And that's partially true, only partially. You could bring a Furby on a plane, but you have to take the batteries out.
That's fair.
Yeah, which, honestly, can you imagine being on a plane and
No,
you're on a plane, it's like, Daddy, like, Furby noises, ooh la. You're trying to sleep, and this kid has a Furby, and the Furby's just like, what are some Furb words? Bulby. Da.
I mean, the thing that's more interesting to me is that there was a rule about them in the 90s because, like, they were so... Listen, there's a little thing called 9/11, and a lot of the rules changed.
It hasn't happened yet.
It hasn't happened yet. So, like, before that, you could kind of do almost whatever. There were
really,
very
truly.
little... Like, the scene... Watching Home Alone now and watching them run up to the gate, and I'm like, oh, God.
Oh, that's crazy. That would not happen.
You got tackled 2 yards ago running to the airport. Like, why are you running?
Yeah. I was watching a movie that was supposed to be taking place pre 9/11, and they had to, like, hug each other down before security. And I was like, no. You could go right up to the gate back
You're
then.
at the gate. You're walking them on the plane.
Do your fucking research.
Yeah, like, are you kidding me? Like, it was fast because I forgot. Mm-hmm. So I watched them run. I was like watching the movie like past Christmas, and I was like, the gate, and I was like, right, you could. I mean, like, we are very recently just outlawed smoking on planes. Like, recently,
We can still smoke in restaurants.
yeah,
Like,
it's a different world.
a different world. It's Furby's world. Okay. So they were afraid that Furbies were spying. And I think it's interesting. Eventually, people did take a Furby apart and, like, find out, okay, there's not a listening device. We can probably let Furbies into the
International security.
Exactly.
I mean, how many employees are trying to get one in is my question.
Really, like what adults didn't really have play with toys or collect toys.
Yeah.
Since
And if they were, I'm like, you're not taking your Furby to work.
no, when you work at when you work at the NSA, like, no, why are you taking your Furby to work? Unless, like, so I think it was really interesting reading about, like, the mass hysteria about, like, Furbies listening to you compared to now, where there are a ton of unregulated AI children's toys on the market.
Yeah.
Okay, so, like, Furby is a safe toy because Furby does not collect data, and, you know, everything is contained within the Furby. Okay. Also, it's probably time to talk about Marcy.
Yeah, what's up with this one that's dead inside?
This is a 2012 Furby, I believe. This is Marcy, gifted to me by Paloma, friend of the podcast. This Furby doesn't work anymore because this Furby was connected to an app.
Oh.
So she's just a brick.
And the app is gone.
The app is gone. So this is a cute little brick I put on the wall, and I put a little Snoopy...
that did not come with
No, I
this.
put a Snoopy scrunchie on her. She's got a tail, which is new for Furbies. And yeah, she just does not work. And that's the thing. Like, the more Furby, this is a self-contained toy. If if lunch meat was functioning, lunch meat would be functioning the exact same as in 1998.
Yeah.
Or whenever they were released. Marcy, this is a chunk of plastic. This is useless. This can't do anything. Like,
it can scare you in the middle of the night.
I guess, but I'm just so used to her on my shelf. And she did come from a Goodwill, so could be haunted. I don't know.
Oh. Well, the studio's haunted, sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Apologize.
Brought haunted Furbies in.
We'll be back here.
Yeah. I just think it's really interesting. Like, the best toy is one that doesn't collect data because you don't have to worry about, like, data breaches.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about, like, it saying heinous things like a lot of these AI toys are saying now. So anyway, I guess what I'm trying to get at is, like, Furbies are a good toy.
Maybe bring back Furby.
Maybe as this though.
Yeah,
like,
this one.
There currently are new Furbies. Like there's a new wave of Furbies that just came out. They're actually releasing like K-pop Demon Hunter Furbies.
Oh.
There's one of the tiger and there's one of Genu. Like
Okay.
in Furb form.
That's weird.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the story of Furby.
Why am I over here?
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much how am I going to end this?
Furbtastic.
Yeah, eventually, like, as all fads do, Furbies faded out, and they've had, like, several other iterations of Furbies. But this is still the best one. This is the best. And nowadays, people customize them and give them, like, new faceplates and new eye colors.
Yeah, it's horrifying.
Sometimes it's horrifying, and sometimes it's cute and endearing. Like, have you seen the Garfield one?
No.
The Garfield one is very cute.
Okay.
They also made an official, like, E.T. one,
Oh.
which... E.T.'s not cute, but it was like Furby technology inside of an E.T. shell. And I believe they also made a gizmo.
Huh.
But yeah, this is the first domestic...
First
domestic robot. Sorry, I forgot to mention that at the top of the episode. This is the first domestic robot in households. The Furby. And now we have them all over the place, but it started here with Furby. And that's it.
Holding this up to a robot during the robot uprising. Remember where you came from. Remember where you came from.
That's what they did in Meet the or what was it? That movie on Netflix, The Mitchells.
Yeah,
Mitchells versus the Machines. They literally did that bit where all the Furbies.
Yeah.
And there were like a ton of like people who were like, "What is that? What are these?"
Yeah.
And honestly, it really doesn't make sense because why are there so many fucking Furbies in this mall?
It is a funny thing during the uprising. I'll just have to hold up one of these and be
like,
like, "No, I'm not afraid of you. You're a Furby. Think I'm afraid of a Furby?
You think I'm afraid
You're
of
nothing
you?
but a Furby."
You think I'm afraid of you?
And then the Terminator throws me into the stratosphere.
I had this thing in my house as a child.
It doesn't even work.
It never even let me sleep.
That's so we have to figure out if we can get it to work.
We gotta get Lunch Meat to work. If not, the intent was like, hey, we need like a little fun mascot. And he'd be chattering through this whole thing and it'd be really fun.
We'll just do it for a different episode and it'll be confusing to people.
It's not about Furbies, but Lunch Meat's just there.
Your dad's retired, have him fix Lunch Meat.
He's not that kind of he makes cabinets and foam rocks.
Yeah, he'll just put in different batteries around the house until it turns on.
Well, like, okay, so when I was like getting the batteries out of the battery drawer, my dad was like, because he thinks I'm still a kid.
Yeah.
He's just like, oh, what kind of batteries do you need? Make sure you put them in right. And I'm like, I'm so old. I've been putting batteries in toys since like 1998.
That's so fun. When you got Furbies.
When I got a Furby. Anyway, get Furbies for your kids. The end.
The end. That's all, folks.
That's all, folks. Well, thank you so much, everyone who supported the Max Fun Drive last year. Without you, this episode would not have been possible. So thank you so much.
Yeah, no, without you, how could we be doing this?
Yeah.
Me and Lunch Meat, they're just taking a little nap. They're not broken. They're just sleepy. A really grateful for me and Brenda for the support the show gets. It's kind of crazy to be here.
To be honest, yeah, it's kind of nuts.
Thank you everyone for listening to this episode of Secret Histories of Nerd Mysteries. Our music was provided by Esperanza Asterion, and you can find more of her work at knifenun.bandcamp.com. Our introduction was narrated by Greg Aronica, and you can find him at Cafe3G on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. You can find us at Nerd Mysteries on Twitter, Blue Sky, and TikTok. This special video episode was recorded and produced in Brighton, Michigan at the Speakeasy Podcasting Studio with supplemental editing from Brenda Snell. If you love this show, please remember to leave us a 5-star review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you consume your podcast content. This podcast is a proud part of the Maximum Fun Podcast Network. See you for the next mystery, Mystorians!
Maximum Fun,
a worker-owned network
of artist-owned shows
supported
directly
by you.